Nice.
Whole 9 yards. Okay, none of that needs to be on the show. No. Here we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of the Half-Hour Happy Hour with Allison and Alex. I'm Alex Albrecht.
And I'm Alison Haislip, and for the next 30-ish minutes, Alex and I are going to talk about some stories that we found that are interesting.
Yes.
that
Alex found.
Yeah, what's the we,
And
Albrecht?
Allison very eloquently just relayed to all of you guys.
And with us, as always, as our partner in crime, Tom Krajewski. How you doing there, Tom?
Good.
I like him being our partner in crime.
Partner in crime.
Tom.
Was that from, what was that, Conan? Wasn't that Crom?
I don't know.
Wasn't
What?
the evil guy named Crom?
Oh, Conan the Barbarian.
Conan the Barbarian.
I
right?
know you meant Conan, the talk show host.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah, his evil
Crom,
person,
yeah.
Crom.
Crime.
Tom is going to be the new this week's Allison because he just recently got back from Palm Springs, like
2 hours ago.
2 hours
Good,
ago.
you can be the delirious
Hungover,
one.
exhausted.
I'm refreshed. I got 10 hours of sleep 2 nights in a row.
Well,
I know. I felt like I caught up on sleep for the rest of the year.
Oh, good. So
It
you're
was
not going to
amazing.
be. So now it's just
No,
going to
I
be
am
like
here. I am present.
Vegas
So
advertisements.
I don't have to
Let's-
pick up your slack this week.
Let's chat, gentlemen.
Let's chew
chat.
this talking.
Alex, let's talk about how we went to a movie premiere this week.
We went to a movie premiere this week.
We did.
It was super fun.
It was super fun. We saw Barely Lethal, Kyle Newman's new film.
Yes.
Kyle, thank you again for the invite.
It was awesome.
So, fun fact, Kyle and I, we like run in the same circle of friends, and we've basically been at game nights together. So I can't say that he and I really had any like heart-to-heart conversations
Right.
at these game nights. And then a couple weeks ago, maybe like a month or so ago, we ran into each other at this party, and we like finally were having an actual talk where we weren't like playing charades
it's called a conversation.
yeah, or like guessing if someone else is mafia or something like that. And he mentions that he goes, I'm going back to New York this week. I'm like, oh, going back? Are you from New York? And he's like, actually, I'm from New Jersey. And I'm like, I'm from Jersey. Where are you from? And he's like, oh man, this tiny little town called Chester. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Kyle and I grew up 10 minutes away from each other. And
That's
for
crazy.
you guys to understand how small of a place it is where I'm from in Jersey, like I'm from Tewksbury, New Jersey, but my mailing address was Califon because Tewksbury is so small it doesn't have a post office.
Amazing.
So it's like the middle of nowhere, and Kyle grew up just down the street. I mean,
Why
10
would
minutes
you
down the
wanna
street from me. Exactly. But we were having this moment where we were like, did you eat at this Chinese food restaurant? And did like you rent your movies from here? Like it was ridiculous. So now we're friends, and then he invited me to the premiere of Barely Lethal, and Alex came with me, and
I
it
am
was so
the best
fun.
plus one.
Alex is the best plus
I'm the
one.
best plus one.
I will keep
Yeah.
that in mind for the future.
Yeah.
Anytime, Tom.
But-
I can be rented out for parties.
Use an
Alex,
extra
tell
break.
them your description of this film so people go see it.
It was great. It's basically 16 Candles meets Gross Point Blank.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah.
it's
I'm
it's
sold.
dude, and it lives up to that. You know what I mean? And Sansa Stark is in it.
Yeah, Sansa.
And
Poor
Haley
Sansa.
Stasenfield.
That's exactly how you
What
say
was
her last
that,
name.
Alex?
Haley Stasenfield.
Yeah.
She has one of those last names that I'm like, Stasenfield. Field. I just end with field, and it sort of feels like it's okay. Stasenfield. You know, from Ender's Game. It's
Yeah,
Haley Stasenfield.
But yes, it was really fun, and everyone should definitely go and enjoy it.
Yeah.
It felt like the female version of Kingsman.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I
Yeah.
said that to Heather, and she was like, I love that movie. And I was like, I know. It's great.
So go see Barely Lethal.
Barely
Y'all.
Lethal. But
Y'all.
all the way, the poster has a gun, and it says click, click, bang. Like
Oh,
high
and-
school clicks.
Yeah.
CLIQ. I saw that
Yeah.
post.
I was like,
Okay.
yes.
It was very cool. At the after party, Alex and I got there, and then we posted ourselves up right by the kitchen door because we were first dibs on all of the food that came out.
Any past app that
I
came
mean,
out went
it
straight
was
to us
like-
first. We were
it
like,
was like-
you guys are stupid.
It was
Forget
like
schmoozing.
Rockstar. No, it was
Forget schmoozing.
Rockstar parking for after parties
Boom.
to get the food.
Boom.
Wow.
We posted up. We were like playing basketball.
Yeah,
That's the end of my one-word story.
and done.
I'm sorry. I
And
should have
see.
responded.
And
I'm laughing.
did we get emails this week?
We did get emails this week, and I wanted to first off, we got a lot of good emails.
Yay, people! I like it when you email us.
Yes, so we have first off, two people, Jennifer and Robin, both saved Taylor.
They did.
Yes, so
people
Taylor-
finally saved Taylor.
Taylor's
Thank you,
okay.
Jennifer
Thank
and
God.
Robin. And by the way, of course, it's chicks.
I know. Well, they're
Thank
the
you,
only ones
ladies.
that care.
Ladies are the ones who went out there and they were like, well, I'm going to go save Taylor because then Taylor will fall in love with me and I will marry an astronaut.
Is Taylor hot? Is there a picture?
Obviously,
of him?
his name's Taylor.
Yeah, he's
mean-
a hot Taylor. He's a hot astronaut.
Show me one ugly Taylor.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can think of a few.
Jennifer and Robin know where it's at.
Yeah. By the way, this is sponsored by CW. This app, and their new movie, Hot Guys on the Moon.
Hot Guys on the Moon. By the way, Taylor's obviously a shitty astronaut, though, since he got stranded up there in the first place. But who cares? I'll
Look,
still marry
he's
him.
pretty. It doesn't mean he's smart.
Yeah, exactly.
But he has a job.
Just sit there. Yeah, he has
It's a government job.
He's
right?
he's a
Just,
government guy.
just sit there and look good, Taylor.
All right, so thank you for saving them.
Yay.
Jason sent in apologizing to you because he was the asshole that said,
Oh, no.
I didn't listen to you guys because I was mowing my lawn. Where were you? Thanks. And you were like, some asshole was. And he just wrote this long, like, I'm so sorry, Allison. I didn't blah blah blah. And I was like, I wanted to email back and be like, you know she loves you. Come on,
Jason, I still love you. Thank you. I hope you get this one in time to listen to while you mow your lawn. Also, the fact that you mow your lawn on Mondays makes me very curious as to what your job is in life. How do you have time to
He's
mow
a
your
mower.
lawn on Mondays?
That's what he does. So Mike, and then last one, Mike has the best like beginning greetings message for us. It says, "Hello, Tom and the other two."
Yeah. I love this guy. I'm sure it's
Mike.
Sure it's my brother.
Yeah, it's your brother Mike.
Or Mike just assumes that you and I are too good to actually check the emails ourselves, and we make Tom do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Would have been smart.
That's amazing.
Thanks,
why
man. Wow.
haven't we had you do that? No.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't
And
know
he
how to
says, "Love the show. I am your 6th listener.
Yes.
I know you're wild. You love wild names, but unfortunately, mine's the most common name in the last 30 years, Mike."
Mike, is that true?
But
Mike
I
is the
digress.
most- But I digress.
That's what he said. So he actually posted this article that I thought was really interesting about stem cells, and that they're 10 years away. They say they're 10 years away from being able to take a stem cell and create any kind of human organ that we will need.
Ooh.
10 years. And he said, this
You know
is going to be
what? I'm
good.
okay
Allison
with
will be
that.
okay with that.
Yeah,
That's
yes,
literally what he
thank
said.
you, Mike.
He's like, here's some science that Allison will be okay with. And he said, it's all thanks to boobs.
Boobs?
Yeah, because so...
They do so much for us.
So the embryonic stem cells, right, were basically the stem cells that... So the way stem cells, at least the way my barely science brain thinks of stem cells,
Right.
is they're sort of cells that haven't decided what they want to be yet.
Yes, yeah. They're like uncoded cells.
And then you
in
can
some
go,
way.
hey, be a liver. And they're like, fuck yeah, I'm a liver. Bam. And then they start making, we're like, making a liver, making a liver. And
It's a
they-
musical
they
inside
thought,
our
yeah.
bodies.
Research, come on. Let's research the musical. So they thought that these embryonic stem cells were the only ones that had this sort of like, we don't know what we want to be yet.
Right.
But they found those same cells in
Boobs?
booby tissues.
Yeah.
Because they're the best. They're like the gift that keeps on giving.
Right.
First off, they're boobs.
Yeah.
Now they're helping science.
Helping science. Good
Come
job,
on.
boobs. Do you think the cells like get programmed to be like an appendix? They're like, fuck.
yeah.
We don't have a job, you guys.
They're like, no, shut up, Bob. We're going to be the best appendix that we can be. We'll find out what we do.
Yeah.
Do you think the scientists who found this inside the breasts were like, everybody's like, can't you look for it in some other body part? They're like, no, it's breast.
Yeah.
The
It's
answer's
It's definitely
breast.
breast.
We found
By the
them.
way,
This is the only place. It's breast.
I love that
We're
your
scientists.
voice. I love that your voice cracked on the word breast, like you were a 15-year-old boy who was scared to talk about it.
It sounds like he was doing
So I'm just looking at
scientists.
breasts.
Did it crack?
Most scientists are afraid of the
booze.
female boob.
By the way, how can you be scared of like? I'm going to be honest. Penises are much more scary than boobs. Like boobs, like
Yeah.
don't do
Penises
anything.
are very
Penises
aggressive.
have like they move. Like I don't
First off,
understand.
boobs move.
Boobs move if you jiggle them on purpose. Penises like
Well, they're not
do
supposed
things.
to. All right, we're going to leave that
They're
there.
supposed to do.
I sound like a 15-year-old girl. I'm
Yeah.
like, don't penises.
Ew.
do you
Penises
think-
are
I
disgusting.
swear I've seen a penis before.
I swear. I was watching Cinemax, and it was either a hot dog or it might have been a penis.
I'm not sure.
All right, let's get into some stories. 'cause We got some doozies.
Okay, I like doozy stories.
This makes me a happy person.
Yeah.
On a lot of different
Finally.
fronts. Now, I will say I feel bad for the people who are prisoners in China. However, comma, Chinese prisoners forced to play World of Warcraft.
Oh, to mine? Like, are they mining?
gold.
Oh my gosh!
So these Chinese labor workers, like, and they're like in prison work camps.
yeah,
that the guards, and this is not like what they're supposed to be doing. They're supposed to be like, break the rock. You know what I mean?
Right.
And instead,
make license plates.
make license plates.
Have you been in jail, Alex? Is that what they do?
That's what they say. And they're very nice. They're like, break the rock? And I'm like,
Yeah.
all right.
Fine.
What else am I going to do?
Oh my gosh, I just saw Oh Brother, We're Out There for the first time.
For the first time?
Yeah, I'd never seen it, but that's how the
that's a
movie starts.
solid-
They're breaking rocks. People in jail breaking rocks.
Yeah, that is a
Yeah.
solid movie.
Yeah, I loved it.
So anyway, so instead of just doing this, a couple of the guards got together and basically forced them to play World of Warcraft for 12 hours a day.
oh my gosh.
First off, I couldn't even imagine, but just grind gold.
Yeah.
And then they sold the gold for in like real life money.
Right.
And the guards were making money.
Oh, so this wasn't like a prison
No,
sanctioned
no,
job.
No. The guards were like, we can make the monies by
Right.
having these people that are under our care and in a prison
Yeah.
play World of Warcraft.
BT
now, I
Dubs,
say,
you're also playing video games.
dude, BT
so-
Dubs.
Yeah.
I'd love to
Not
play
bad
World of
prison
Warcraft.
sentence.
Exactly.
Yeah.
By the way, they're not going to make any money saving Taylor, so of course they're
Exactly.
going
All they got to do is find the games that they can make money in, and those guys
Right.
will save people.
I'm going to be honest. Those prison guards are kind of genius,
Yeah.
but it should be like a government sanctioned thing because then maybe not that China needs it, but the U.S. government, for instance, we have so much debt. Maybe they should get prisoners to mine gold on Warcraft.
Yeah.
and then,
Great idea.
Yeah.
Well, the only problem is you're not actually supposed to mine gold and sell it
That
for
is
real
true.
money. However,
They're already
but EVE
criminals.
Online, basically they're just having them do white collar crime instead of the stabbing that they were in jail for. But EVE Online is a great example where there's
Right.
actually like they say you can sell stuff for, you know what I mean?
Right.
Or what was the one, Second Life? Remember somebody sold like an island in Second Life for like
for, like-
$7 million or some crazy
someone
shit?
got had a ship on Eve that
Yeah.
was worth like millions of dollars that people destroyed,
Oh yeah.
which is insane.
Yeah, I can't get behind. I love playing video games, but I can't
I
get
do too.
behind. Even in Diablo, like when Diablo 3 first came out, they had
Right.
the real money auction house
Yes.
that they started doing where you could actually like sell an item for like $5.
Right.
And people were making bank.
Yeah, that makes to me it feels like in a weird way gambling.
Yeah.
Like-
Well, yeah.
You know, if I'm not actually selling something tangible, I don't know, but I'm also the person who's like, I will always play with like the regular skin character. Like, I don't need to pay 99
yeah.
cents to like give them a green suit instead of a brown one. I'm like, whatever, just make the gameplay good.
Yeah. I totally agree. I have broken that rule a couple times.
Ooh.
But not
On
many.
what?
Not many. Heroes of the Storm.
Okay.
I got some cool skins, but also I bought a pack. So I had gotten Best Buy gift cards for like I can't remember. Oh, it was I bought a TV at Best
Okay.
Buy
Yep.
for Christmas, but it was like a gift. But then I just was the one who bought it, so I put like the points on my Best Buy account because it's
Right.
not like my mother-in-law doesn't have a freaking Best Buy account,
Right.
So I got like $60 in Best Buy reward
nice.
gift card. So I was like, this is great. So I went and bought Blizzard money. And in order to
smart.
play in Hero League on Heroes of the Storm, you had to have 10 characters unlocked. And I was like,
so you just pay to unlock the characters.
yeah, I had like 5 or something like that. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get a big bundle. And so I spent the $60 buying like bundles and skins and
I
characters.
mean, that's understandable.
because it wasn't really money. You know what I mean? It's like, and no offense at Best Buy, what are you going to buy for
Yeah.
$60?
Although I realize,
You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
like printer
I've-
cartridge.
I've done it on Where's My Water too. You get to a certain point and you either have to like get keys from your friends, which means like
hate that. Candy
friending
Crush did
people
that,
on
too.
Facebook, and I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck that shit. It's like, or pay 99 cents. I'm like, take 99 cents. That saves
Yeah.
me the hassle from annoying my friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's a profit
Yeah.
game.
It is shocking these business people are in it for a profit.
I know.
Anyway, so I thought that was an ingenious way to
It
like
is.
spend your
Too
time.
bad they got busted.
I don't know if they got busted. They didn't. I mean, it
Oh,
was
they
basically
didn't?
one.
Well, there's
of
an
the
article
guys-
written about it.
Well,
it's
but-
now public
oh,
information,
yeah,
and
but
they're
like-
not doing something legal.
Yeah, like China is going to be like, we should crack down on those.
That's true.
guards
Actually,
that are making
China
money in the
probably
prison
can't even.
camp.
China probably can't even read this
Yeah,
article because
exactly.
of all their weird firewall shit.
Yeah,
that
it's
they have
behind the
going on.
firewall. They
Yeah.
were like, this is just some guy who got to America and was like, dude, you guys play this for fun? Jesus.
Yeah.
I thought this
Let
was
me tell you
torture.
about my time in the clank.
Gulag.
The clank.
Clank.
The
It could
clank.
be the
Is that what it's
clank.
called?
Clink?
Yeah.
The clink.
The clink.
The clink.
Yeah. I think it's the clink.
The clunk.
The clank doesn't
Colonel
seem right.
Clink.
Clank.
Colonel
Clank?
Clink.
Colonel Clink.
From Hogan's Heroes.
Is that why it's called the
Oh.
Clink? No, it
I
can't
am
be.
guessing it is.
Oh. Maybe that's
don't
why
know.
he was called Colonel Clink.
Maybe.
that what I
Did he
said?
put
Vice
people in
versa.
jail?
Yeah, it was a
Was that his job?
Yeah,
That
maybe.
makes sense.
Maybe.
Cool.
So we're going to go with
Fun
Clink
fact.
instead of
Sure.
Clank.
Let me tell you about my time in the clink, in the slammer.
That's
There, that one
better.
makes
Let's
more
just
sense.
get away from all of this
All right,
stuff
cool.
because it could get very racist very soon when we're talking about the Chinese prisons.
I wasn't even thinking that.
knowing us. Yeah.
Yeah, knowing us. All right, so let's move on. This got me
Next
very
story.
excited. This got me very excited, and you're probably not going to like this, Allison.
Oh boy.
Memories
Oh god.
emerge intact
What?
from cryogenic resurrection machine. Yeah, there was a lot of this article that I was
I
like,
don't
wait, back up. What the
understand
fuck?
There's a resurrection.
what?
There's a resurrection. So they have actually now been able to, with like worms and some other animals, to actually cryogenically freeze them and then
They put them
thaw
on,
them,
They put them on carbonite.
put them in carbonite, and then they bring them back.
Okay.
But they bring them back, and they're back. They're like, what's
But
up?
what is this? Memories intact.
So this is the thing. They were like, but do they come back? Like, do they have their memories intact? Blah, blah, blah. So they trained worms
Okay.
to move in a certain direction towards the smell of almond oil.
Okay. First off, why is that in and of itself seems
hey.
like a waste of science? But okay.
Yeah.
But the whole point was they were like, can we get these things to know that, like, train them to do this thing?
Right. And
so
then
they
they
trained these worms to do this thing.
Okay.
Then they froze them,
Okay.
cryogenically froze them.
Right.
Then they woke them back
So they
up.
were basically dead.
They were, well, frozen, but yeah.
Frozen. Right.
Then they woke them back up. They
Dead.
woke them back up.
Okay.
And then did the almond thing, and they were all like, oh, yeah, we're supposed to go this way with the almond thing, which means their brain, their memory
Wasn't destroyed.
affected by the cryogenic
Got
stasis.
it.
So you're saying it can work?
I'm saying it can
On
work. I'm
worms.
starting to think on the fact that it works on anything.
Well, but keep in
Means we're
mind,
getting there, you know
worms
what I
are
mean?
something that you can like cut in half, and they'll like grow into two different worms. So where exactly are their
Yeah.
brain
Well, but
memories
they-
being kept?
in the brain part,
They
probably.
don't have brains. Don't. Isn't that why earthworms can do that? They don't actually have brains. They just have like nervous systems
You're
or something
insulting
like
our
that.
earthworm audience.
I'm so sorry, earthworm audience.
Yeah, Jim, Earthworm Jim
Yeah.
is like,
Don't
oh,
have
come
brains.
on.
Hey Jim, send us an email.
Come
Correct
on.
me on this.
Yeah, no, I don't know about that, but they also said that they did. You know, they've been able to. So a lot of there are animals that have this sort of like bears are a good example. This sort of like hibernational
Right.
thing where they're like,
Yeah, that
I
weirds
know
me
that.
out.
Yeah, they're like as it starts to go real cold, they're like, oh, okay, we're going to sleep time, and then
Yeah.
they sort of like go into this stasis
Hibernation.
Yeah, and then.
That's
when
the
they
word
come out,
for
they
it.
come into like a thaw stasis, right?
Right.
But they've been able to do this with animals that don't have that.
They force them to sleep, like in a way, like they.
Well, no,
without-
they don't. They like if you take a bear and you do cryostasis
Yeah.
on a bear, it's like, oh shit, it's getting cold in here. Oh, okay, my body just knows to like shut all that shit down, and then it'll boot back up when I come out because that's bears do that.
Right.
But an animal that they've been able to cryogenically freeze somebody. Not somebody, but some animals that don't have that biological
now, is
mechanism.
this like they're actually in a cube of ice, or they're just like
No,
their
so-
internal body temperature is dropped to a degree?
Well,
That seems more logical to me.
yeah, no, it's not like they're not like in a giant thing of ice. So the way that it works is, hold on, let me find. Here we go. So
Demolition Man
animals
vibes.
like Arctic fish, frogs, and insects can survive multiple freeze-thaw cycles
Okay.
because they do it from the bottom up rather than the top down. In other
does that
words,
mean?
each cell has a localized copy of the freezing protocol,
What?
which has been scripted
From their
uniquely
stem cells.
for it.
From their
Dude, it's all
their
circular.
breasts.
Dude,
From their breasts.
from their breast
From the
cells.
breast.
I mean, if we could just get our stem cells to be like, okay, your mission is to be able to freeze and thaw yourself, you'd be like, fuck yeah,
Dude,
would be
bro,
awesome.
and yeah,
fuck off appendix.
yeah,
I get to do
screw you,
something
appendix.
cool.
I'm gonna put in anti-freezing.
Yeah. I mean, that's like a superpower. I feel like.
Yeah,
If,
it's-
if a human got that capability,
Well, but what if? I mean, but if you think about it, I mean, the concept of the whole, I mean, cryostasis is part. I mean, it's just the ability to stretch somebody's lifetime into a period of time that they wouldn't have been able to be in, right? So it's like think about
Right.
space travel. You know what I
Right.
mean? Send somebody out somewhere
Right.
that's going to be like, all right, in 50 years, this ship's going to wake you up.
right?
Have fun.
Have fun.
Have
So
fun.
how
Like the
close
poor
are
dude
we?
in Interstellar who was like
I didn't see
by
it,
himself.
but
No.
Wait a minute, Alex,
I
your
haven't seen
dad like ran NASA.
I know.
How did you not see
it was
Interstellar?
a weird time in my life when it came out. I was busy. There was lots of not
Oh my
seeing
gosh.
movies. Although I did just see Tomorrowland finally.
Oh, how was that?
I liked it. Everybody that I've talked to has been like, "It's bad. Don't go see it." So it was like,
I didn't even realize it was out.
I had fun. It's got some great action sequences.
Yeah.
It's got some really cool, like, big ideas that I really love. Yeah.
All right, maybe I'll check that out. But you should absolutely watch Interstellar, Mr. I come from NASA.
I'm just waiting
family.
for it to come out on the channels.
We're waiting for the screeners to show up.
What do you mean? It's already been on Xbox. I turned on my Xbox one day and it was like, check out the sci-fi classic Interstellar. And I'm like...
You're like, first off...
Sci-fi classic?
Yeah, you're throwing that classic word around
I was like,
pretty.
this movie came out 5 months ago. What makes it a classic?
Yeah.
Check back in 15 years. Xbox.
Yeah, you're like, I'm going to get into cryostasis, and then we'll see if it's a classic.
Ain't no Rosebud.
But that's the deal. You get.
That's not the name of the movie. Rosebud.
Oh, whatever. Citizen Kane. Shut up. It's classic.
It's a classic, like Rosebud.
You do what I meant exactly when I said it.
That's
so.
I just wanted to be right for once.
So back to cryostasis.
Okay.
The other thing that they do is like if there's a disease that you're like, I'm going to die, so cryostasis me.
The cryostasis you because then hopefully they find a cure.
They find a cure, and then when they find a cure, wake me up, or at least when they have like robot bodies.
Wake me up before you go, because I don't want to die of terrible cancer.
You know what? They actually were going to sing that song that way, and then they thought, this is going to be a horribly depressing song. The song is secretly about cryostasis. All right. So this is fun.
Are we moving on to a new story?
We are moving on to a new story.
It looks like it involves a taco.
It does.
I
Taco
can just
and pizza.
glance over to your computer screen and I see a taco.
So Taco Bell and Pizza Hut
Oh God, I hate this story already.
are going to be removing all artificial ingredients.
Oh, I love this story.
And they pledge to use only real food. Now, first thing.
Only real food?
Yeah, first thing. That implies that for the last X number of decades,
we've been eating
fake food. We eat a lot of fake food.
Yeah.
So, like, a good example was they don't actually use black pepper. They use artificial black pepper flavoring.
Oh.
But they're going to get rid of, like high fructose corn syrup is going to be done.
I feel like at Taco Bell, I just learned this, like, this weekend, literally. Their cheese is actually made out of egg.
What?
Yeah.
So it's healthier for us?
Yeah, I was like, so it's better than cheese?
No, I don't know.
I mean, that's
what kind
interesting.
of egg? Like
I don't know.
chicken
Someone
egg
just
or
told
like,
me that.
Yeah. Pterodactyl egg?
Yeah.
which would be really expensive.
Yeah, very
processed.
expensive. Yeah, that's why their cheese is so expensive.
Well, wasn't it like just in the last couple of years where they found out that like the same stuff that's used to make yoga mats was like in the ingredient for Subway bread?
Yes.
That is. First off, I hope that's true.
Alex,
Yeah.
you didn't know this?
I've been eating yoga mats all my life.
Yes, exactly.
I'm a big fan of stuff.
Yeah.
So this is good. Where'd you grew up on the East Coast or the West Coast?
Boston, yeah.
Okay.
Boston.
So did you guys, when you went to Subway
Okay.
as a kid,
Yep.
did they have a pepper relish?
I have no fucking idea.
Really? Oh, come on,
I
guys.
didn't have a Subway in my town.
Oh, God, you guys are...
Pepper
so
relish
poor.
is not anything I would have asked for.
Yeah, it
so
sounds
I don't know.
pretty horrible.
So there's this pepper relish, and maybe you listeners out there can help me out. I've
Someone-
actually
Can make
looked
this
into
conversation
buying
interesting.
this pepper relish.
Oh my gosh.
For me, like, Subway subs were Subway subs. The two reasons why Subway sub was a Subway sub for me.
Okay.
The V-cut, which they don't do anymore. I am very mad.
What's the V cut?
So remember Subway
Sounds
used
like
to...
a T-shirt.
They used to cut the bread like this so that it was like all the meat...
When you say like this, our listeners don't know what you're talking about.
So so rather than cutting it in half and leaving a flap on the side, like you would cut a hot dog bun,
Okay.
right?
Leaving a flap on
leaving
the
a flap
side?
on the side, right? They would cut a V, so they would cut
and like take the center out?
and take the center out. It was almost like a little cap. It looked like a bread ball.
That was
And
the
it
yoga
was-
mat part they were cutting out.
It was, and,
Yeah.
Okay.
but it was so fantastic because none of the shit in the sandwich fell out.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like having a bread bowl for your sandwich. So they used to do that, which was fantastic.
Right.
But the other thing was they had this spicy sweet pepper relish that was fucking to die for. So for me, Italian BMT sub with the pepper relish, that was what Subway was. Moved to California, they don't have it in California.
I'm so sorry.
And it's a chain. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, I really don't. I didn't have a Subway. Again, grew up in such a small town that we had the Oldwick General Store, and I would get like an actual sub that was delicious and
Made of
amazing.
meats
Yeah.
and actual-
I always got a number 11, and it was my favorite.
They made
That one
that
was
many
number
subs.
11 with no tomatoes. That was my go-to.
No tomatoes.
No tomatoes.
Bam.
What? Oh, we
Fist
just
pump.
fist
We
bumped.
just fist pumped.
We fist bumped. We didn't fist pump.
We fist bumped.
Yeah. Fist bump.
They fist pumped. It's okay.
No, we pumped.
I saw it.
Pumping is
like
this.
this,
Like when
right?
you dance in Jersey.
I
Fist
was just
bump
trying
is like
to-
we just touch knuckles. Man.
I'm gonna just say we just touch knuckles from now on, bro. We just touch
Yeah,
knuckles.
Fuck tomatoes. But yeah, so I don't even remember. I don't even know if I had a Subway sub until I probably moved to Boston to go to school. That's probably the first time I had a Subway.
But did you guys have? First off, did you have Jimmy John's?
No.
Oh my
I
god!
mean, we had Jimmy John's, but we didn't eat there because we had actual delis in Jersey instead.
See, this is,
Once
I'm
again,
I'm a chain man, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't even think. Although we had like wag
Although I do
shawls
like Jimmy
when I was
John's.
going to
John's.
college, we had wag shawls, which was really
I
good.
don't know what that is. You know
It
what I like
was not
is
a
Witch
chain.
Witch.
Which?
They're good. They're
Yeah,
pretty good.
they're
Yeah.
here, right?
Yeah, they are here.
You know which?
I do.
All right, good
Great.
story.
Thanks, Tom.
I don't eat out at all
Glad to
anymore.
keep you
'cause,
around, Tom.
we eat all like organic stuff that my wife buys. Like,
Well, now
from
you can
the
eat at
store.
Taco Bell and Pizza Hut.
I know
Yeah.
she's made me so much healthier because I used to eat all that stuff
I
before.
fucking love that
I
shit.
don't. I haven't had Jack in the Box in like 5 years because of
My
her.
f- what's
because
your,
of her.
What's your favorite? Like anything you want? Any no holds barred. What is
Man,
your favorite shitty food?
my favorite? She won't let me order Domino's, and I used to love Domino's.
Domino's pretty good. Yeah.
Domino's.
Domino's is the worst.
Yeah,
Pizza
that's why
Hut. Yeah, no, I know. When I do it, I'm like, I want a fucking greasy ass Pizza Hut pizza.
And I love my Taco Bell
No.
burritos. I love like the
Yeah.
grilled steak stuff. It's
Oh, that's interesting.
I haven't had that in like 10 years, thanks
Disgusting.
So what about you? Like you're like nuts to this. I just.
I mean, In-N-Out is my go-to for all fast.
Good point.
Fast
Yeah.
food.
But that's too
Can
healthy.
I
Like,
can I
that's-
tell you? There was one day in my
And their
childhood.
fries suck, but go ahead.
No, but not if you get them right out of the fryer. They're so
No,
good.
I usually do double fry. It's not bad.
Oh, double fry.
Wait,
wow.
you hate the fries, but you get
You
double
get double
fries?
fries?
No. I have them fried twice.
Oh, you have them fried twice.
like-
Got it.
I was
I can
like,
only eat 2 orders.
I was like, God, those are shitty
There-
fries. I mean, I eat 5.
I'm about to tell a story, and I may have told this story on our podcast already, so I apologize if this is a repeat
we
story.
will remember.
All right, cool.
Potentially.
We'll cut you
so
off.
there was one day in my childhood when my parents were driving my brother and I think we were going to the Jersey Shore, something like that, for
That sounds
vacation.
fun.
We were going to Cape May, New Jersey. What? And we stopped to get food
Mm-hmm.
along the way, and it was like the greatest day in mine and my brother's life because our parent there was like, you know, when you pull off of a freeway, there's normally a lot of fast food places
Yeah.
right in an
Roy
area.
Rogers.
And
Yeah.
oh,
Roy
we totally had a
Rogers,
Roy
yeah.
Rogers. And our parents are normally like, okay, do you want to go to Burger King or do
Mm-hmm.
you want to go to McDonald's? And we'd have to choose. And this one day, for whatever reason, my parents were in a great mood and they let us go get burgers from Burger King. Then we went through the drive-thru at McDonald's and got French fries, and then we went to Wendy's and got Frosties. And it was
Wow.
like the greatest fast food meal
You were like,
of
if you
our
could
tiny
make
lives.
one lovely.
Yeah, right?
That's like the
'Cause-
Burger King burgers, McDonald's French fries. Because McDonald's French
Yeah.
fries are the best.
The
French
best
fries.
fries.
Your parents
You know
are
why?
saints.
They
Yeah.
put sugar on them.
What?
And
Yeah.
you know what else? They don't have potato in them.
Oh God, that doesn't
all
surprise me.
It's all sugar.
Inside and on.
Yeah.
For me, it's McDonald's, either Big Mac.
Love the Big Mac.
The Big Mac is great,
Yeah.
although it's been getting smaller and smaller.
I've
McDonald's.
noticed.
I mean,
It's a
come on.
medium Mac now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's more like a small Mac. And I'm a big filet of fish fan.
Oh, filet of fish, a sandwich, quarter cheese with some. You remember that
Exactly.
McDonald's song?
I remember it.
Big,
Absolutely.
Big Mac, quarter cheese, filet of fish, a sandwich,
Sesame seeds.
sesame seed bun.
No,
Yeah.
they're two different songs.
Oh, mine's
so
Burt
there's
the
the
Whopper.
to all beef patty,
Oh, yeah.
special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun, which
Oh,
is the
the
Big
Whopper.
Mac song.
Oh, that's the Big Mac song.
That's the Big Mac song. And then the one you're singing, Heather always sings. and
Yeah.
I don't know it, but it's like Big
a-
Mac quarter pounder.
It was a contest.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. It was a contest. Like when I was a kid,
to see who could memorize.
if someone
do
could
it.
memorize it and they had to record it and send it back to McDonald's, someone won like free McDonald's for life or something like that, or like $500. I don't even
and
remember.
that person is now
But
dead.
but it was exactly. But they sent out in like the Sunday newspaper
Yeah.
a record. So you could play it on a record player, but it was a floppy record.
Yeah, I
It-
remember
yes.
those
yeah.
little, like,
Yeah, it was like this
Yeah.
tiny floppy record, and so you could put it on your record player. God, I must have been so young because my family still had a record player at this time, and I would sit there and like listen to the song over and over again and try to memorize it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, someone
Heather does.
email
Heather
us
knows it.
and-
Heather does it.
Yeah.
It's like Big Mac filet of fish. It
It definitely says filet of fish sandwich, quarter pounder with some cheese.
Yes. Anyway,
So-
we'll figure it out.
shit.
So
and a diet
I will
coke
say-
is like in it, or cherry coke.
I'd love if they were like, and a Diet Coke because
Yeah.
we don't want a childhood obesity.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're missing the point on that. I was really pissed. I don't know if you guys remember this, but in the like late '90s, McDonald's actually took away the filet of fish and changed it from the filet of fish that I know and love to this weird fillet of fish with like a thicker potato bread bun that was like not good, and then they also started putting salt and pepper on it. It was a weird thing, and like lettuce. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, fuck the green
Yeah,
shit.
thankfully,
That's not what I came here for.
thankfully that was only like a year, and then they were like, and the fillet of fish is back. And I was
Yeah.
like, no shit.
I missed the Arch Deluxe actually from.
Oh
McDonald's.
yeah,
that
Do you
was
remember-
like a mid-90s thing.
You remember they had chicken selects,
Yeah, that was
which were
like
like
yeah.
actual chicken fingers?
yeah, right.
Yeah. And my buddy of mine, this was like when I was in high school, a buddy of mine actually worked at a McDonald's, and
Yeah.
he told me the reason that they were only on menus at like they would only keep them on menu for like 6 weeks or something like that, and then they take them away.
Yeah.
Is because they didn't have a long enough sit time, meaning after they would cook these things, they had to be sold within like 3 or 4 minutes, as opposed to like the 15 to 20 that all the rest of their food can sit
because
there.
they're too
Oh, wow.
fresh, or because
They're too fresh.
Wow.
Yes.
real meat.
Yes.
See, well, Taco Bell's going to have the same problem. They're finally going
Guess
to
what?
real food.
Still not going to eat at Taco Bell.
Love
Taco Bell's good.
Bell.
Yeah,
Love
Taco
it.
Bell's a good. Taco Bell's a really good hangover food.
It is.
Yeah,
Any burrito
Is
from
that a
Taco
dog
Bell.
barking?
The
What is that?
7-layer
it's Monty.
burrito.
She's up front, or she's just outside.
Monty. Okay.
She's because Heather's in Europe, so it's
Right.
now me and Monty bachelor pad.
Nice.
Which means I'm like literally right after we tape this, I'm going to take her on a walk. And
Thank
so
God.
she's like,
That's what you're supposed to
she-
do as
she's
a dog
literally
owner.
just like shitting her pants because she hasn't been on a walk, and she's like, I don't know.
What do you mean? She can't shit in your backyard?
No, she can. She's shitting her proverbial pants. Is what it is. She's not shitting her actual pants.
Also,
'Cause she
why
could
do you
just
put pants
poop.
on your dog? That's weird.
Yeah, happy times.
Yeah, the dog looks good in them.
Yeah. It's a business casual. What
Have
do
you
I
seen
want?
his
Alright.
dog's ass in those pants? It's
Super
gorgeous.
great.
Banging.
Super great. How are we doing on time? I got one more
32
story.
minutes.
Perfect.
Ooh, one
Look
more
at this.
story.
You guys
Let's do
wasted
it.
like 5 minutes talking about stuff.
Everything.
By wasted, you mean...
I mean, in the very beginning.
You mean giving them
Used
glorious
awesomely.
No, not-
podcast?
Oh, you
very
mean the shit we
beginning,
recorded
yes,
before we
exactly.
actually started the
Thank you.
podcast?
Yes.
Oh,
That's what I meant.
got it. Okay, so we're at like this is all information that people are really excited to hear. Okay,
Nope.
Kazakhstan city accidentally plants thousands of marijuana plants among city flower beds.
Not an accident.
Wow.
Yeah.
Some dude
So
was
there is
definitely like, this is going to be awesome.
They literally, and you should see these pictures are like it's just like fields.
Dude, by the
of
way,
pot plants.
cut to 6 months from now, there's going to be an article going, Kazakhstan city, most peaceful place on earth.
Most non-violent.
Most non-violent city.
Yeah, because everyone's
Kazakhstan,
just
the new
stoned and happy.
Amsterdam.
That's awesome.
Yeah, how great. So they're trying to figure out who did it. Like who fucked up or who did it on purpose. But they were like, yeah, people were just sort of walking by and then they were looking down. They were like, oh, those are cute little plants. And then somebody was like,
I could smoke those
So
plants.
Beavis was there?
yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
I'm rolling up. I need TP for my
Oh my gosh. Any of our listeners under the age of 25 are like, what
Like,
the fuck just
oh my
happened?
They just have seizures.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I love this story that like they thought they were sort of like, oh yeah, we'll just put some plants. I mean, did it get screwed up by like a drug seizure that had like seeds, and they were like, we need seeds for the flower beds. And we're like,
Oh, when you said drug seizure, you mean a seizing of drugs, not someone
Correct.
having a seizure because of drugs.
correct.
Got it.
So they planted the seeds, not actual like small.
Yeah, no, I think they planted this. Oh, you know what? Maybe they planted the actual bushes.
So now, like,
Yeah.
if you're living there, wouldn't you like steal some bushes for yourself if you smoked weed? Which
yeah.
I know we don't.
no, nobody does in this country.
But like, wouldn't you just grab some and like take them home with you, like the actual plant?
I'm surprised that they're still plentiful because I
Right.
feel like somebody would be like, oh wait, that's weed. And then
Like,
you'd be
I guess
I could
it's so
just
plentiful
smoke
they don't
that.
need to steal it.
yeah,
That's
they're
how
just
much
like
weed they have.
Yeah,
It's
they just
like-
like clip a little bud, go home, have a party, come back, and they're like,
What's up?
"Nah, so
Sound
how's
good."
everybody doing? We're gonna clip a little more bud.
Clip a little bit more bud.
Yeah,
Maybe it's because they're not
basically-
fully grown yet. They look kind of, adolescent at this moment.
Are you a
No.
pot botanist?
No,
have no idea.
not at all.
And I
But
was
I'm
like,
just saying they look smaller than pictures of other.
Well, yeah, don't they get
Marijuana
like
plants.
6 feet or something?
Yeah, they get big. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Plants are weird. Do you have a green thumb?
absolutely not.
Yeah, no, me neither. What about
Green
you?
thumb?
No,
Are you
no.
kidding me? Someone gives me a plant. I'm like, well, this will last 4 days.
Yeah, you're like,
It just
I
needs
see you
water,
hate plants.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, it just needs water. Copious amounts of water. No, it's a
The
cactus.
more the better, right?
Yeah. I just put this in the bathtub, right, and leave the shower on all day. Like a plant. Well, we're redoing our front yard.
Yes.
And
Are you going to plant marijuana plants? Because they're so pretty?
But we have tons of other stuff in there, right? So we have like basil, we have sage and thyme and rosemary and like tomato plants and lettuce and stuff.
Scarborough Fair?
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
That was Alex, not me.
That was Tom. Yeah, I'm taking you down
I
with
don't
Big
want to take
Tom.
credit for that.
So, but one of the things was the guy was like, "Oh yeah, so if you want, you can come out here and you just like the like bits of the top of the basil. If you just like take them off, then it'll become more like voluminous.
Oh, because we have basil,
yes.
the little flowers at the very
like,
top. When they start
as soon as they start to go white, you just take them off.
Pruning. It's like why you prune things.
Yeah, but and then it makes it grow more of the basil you can use. Yeah, but each fucking plant has some shit like that. Like, give me a manual with all the shit I have to do.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, do I pinch the tops of the rosemary or the strawberries or the basil, and then one of them I'm supposed to tickle the underbit, or like, I mean, it's like, what the fuck? It's like,
this is why you have a gardener.
We don't have a gardener. First off, we need like.
This is why you get a gardener,
and we're gonna get. We're getting this lady.
A gardener.
Yeah, this lady who's
supposedly we're paying this lady.
We're literally
according to Heather. You're paying a lady.
We're paying a lady. No. She's new. We haven't started yet because we're building the front.
Right.
But our designer guy found a girl. She's gonna come once a month.
Ooh.
But she's not like a gardener like we know. Like we had a gardener, and that guy couldn't keep anything alive.
Oh.
He basically just mowed
you have
our lawn.
One job, dude.
Yeah. Horrible.
Job? I don't know why
you have one job.
Like I'm Homestar Runner all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Remember that guy?
Yeah, I remember that.
My
guy.
jorb.
So he had one jorb, and it was a bad.
Yeah.
He was not good at his jorb. And the really funny thing is, I mean, there's no way he's going to listen to this podcast. But the really funny thing is, our next door neighbors were like, "We need a gardener. We'll just ask their gardener because he's right across the street. Comes at the same time, does both houses." But never really like talked to us about it because we probably would have been like, he's not that great.
Right.
So we fired him, and then later we saw them on the street, and they were like, "Yeah, he is really not a good gardener." And we were like, "We would have told you if you'd asked us." But yeah, he's not our gardener. So we're gonna get this like fancy lady who'll know all the little like pick this, pop that, rub this. You know what I mean?
The gardener who comes to our building comes on Wednesday mornings. Like
every
early,
Wednesday morning? Yeah,
like 8 a.m. right
the
outside
blower?
my window with the leaf blower. But it's hilarious because they like blow all the leaves off of our property, and then our neighbor's gardener comes Wednesday afternoon
and blows
all
back.
the leaves back onto our property. I'm like, what is this?
You're like, isn't there
comedy
some sort
of errors that I am a part of right now? I like want to just get our landlord to fire our gardener because. I mean, they're lovely human beings. I don't want them actually fired. They're really nice dudes. But I'm like,
just hire the other people.
You don't understand. No, or at least have them come at Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah,
don't
or
wake
Thursday
me up
morning.
at 8 in the morning. No, don't come in the morning. Don't wake me up when 8 hours later, all their hard work is, null and void.
Yeah, that's how the gardeners keep their jobs. It's like an in thing. That's what they have planned.
Yeah, it's the gardener union.
Yeah.
They're like, I blow. What time you get there?
Yeah.
8. All right, I'll come at like 5. Blow back. When you blow back the next week, it'll be perfect.
Yeah.
And then they can't fire us because somebody's got to blow it.
Yeah. Somebody's got.
I mean,
that's what he said.
Hey, lady, somebody's got to blow this, and I'm not that flexible. That's horrible. That's horrible. No. So we have, but it's so like intricate. You know what I mean?
Your
like,
garden.
No, just plants and stuff. Like I can't do.
That's why
that
someone
stuff.
fucked up and planted pot plants. Oh my god! In Kazakhstan,
by the seashore.
Yeah,
planted pot plants by the seashore.
Planted pot plants by the seashore.
Yeah, in Kazakhstan. Yeah. Well, hey, now I have a reason to go to Kazakhstan.
Yeah, there you go.
Free pot on the ground. It's better than Amsterdam.
Just on the ground.
Yeah,
I know. It's probably
cheaper
like
to stay here and buy it from your next door neighbor.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Or just go down to.
Does your next door neighbor sell weed?
No, but all of the businesses on Melrose sells weed. You literally can't go 3 blocks in Los Angeles without seeing somebody go, "Hey, do you want weed?"
No one's ever said that to me on the street.
No, I mean, but there's signs on their store.
Oh yeah, the signs. Yeah.
It's like, "Want weed?" Question mark.
Yeah, I like the ones that have the billboards that are like, "Doctor so and so can prescribe you," and Doctor so and so is like a sexy hot woman.
Yep.
And you're like, of course, yeah.
What's her name?
Yeah.
Yeah, Doctor So and So.
Doctor so and so. That could actually just be her
Jill
name.
So and So.
It's just like hot chick with glasses on, so she looks like a doctor, and she's like, "Let me
glasses.
prescribe you medicinal marijuana."
Yeah, and it's like from a porn box cover.
Yeah.
They were like,
absolutely.
"Oh, that's a good picture. Let's just use that one."
Exactly.
And it's like horny Doc
Yes.
7.
Yes. Or the places that are like 420 greenery. Like,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. It's all right. I'll get on my soapbox for 2 seconds here.
Okay. One,
just,
two.
Just to be a little bit me, my curmudgeonly self.
Yep.
I don't like that there's a conversation, and I've talked about it. We used to talk about this on Dignation all the time, but this is my 2 cents.
That was a long time ago. Alex.
I don't like it actually was.
Get over
I
it.
don't like
You're with me now. All right?
I don't like that the conversation about medical marijuana
Mm-hmm.
is a conversation between not being able to get marijuana or getting marijuana when you're really sick, right? That's the conversation. And the real conversation should be, is marijuana illegal or can you get it recreationally?
Like alcohol.
Like alcohol.
Right. Okay, I see where you're
Because
going with this.
Where anybody that I know that's a proponent of medical marijuana is just
Right.
a person that likes marijuana and wants to be able to purchase it legally, which
Right.
I totally am cool with.
Right.
But I get a little not offended, but it my spidey sense goes off when they're like, no, dude, if somebody needs marijuana to help them get through cancer, they should have access to that. And I was like,
Right.
yes, but you watching The Simpsons on Saturday night is
Right.
not curing your cancer.
Right.
So let's have that conversation. You know what I mean? Like,
I see what you
because
mean.
the answer to me is fucking go for it, dude. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it irks me that people are like, I'm pro medical marijuana, and I'm like, are you pro medical marijuana or pro recreational marijuana use legally like alcohol?
Right.
Because that's cool. But then don't couch it in like.
But be honest
what
about
about
it.
this elderly person whose back is flaring up?
no
It's
one's
like,
saying-
that's
no
not
one-
you, Bill.
No, like it's not like prohibition ended because
Right.
people were like, "Well, a glass of red wine is really good,
Good for your heart.
Yeah.
So seriously, guys, we should think about
yeah,
that.
exactly.
We're assholes
I see
for
what
not
you're
letting
saying.
people drink
I
that.
see what you're saying. By the way, the most genius thing I've ever heard of anybody doing ever in this lifetime
Yes.
or any lifetime. I'm kidding because like Einstein,
I was like, not the Hyperloop.
Einstein
or-
and like Thomas Edison probably did way more genius things than that. But
Yeah.
you know when they legalized marijuana in Colorado, the first state to have it legalized,
Yeah.
Peyton Manning immediately went and bought like 20 Papa John's franchises. That's why he's that's why he's on the commercials, and he's a gabillionaire now because the man was like, oh my god, everyone
Pot's free? I'm selling pizzas.
Pizza. That's why
amazing.
he's on the Papa John commercials.
Why didn't he buy Taco Bell's as well? And like,
Well, maybe he
anything else?
actually
Why
he probably also
specifically
like
Papa
Yeah.
he
John's?
probably also liked Papa John's or had that like really stonery friend that was always like, "Oh, dude, got to be Papa John's."
Yeah, exactly.
And you're like, I see a business opportunity here.
right. How smart.
That's genius.
Yep.
Let's
That is.
invest. Let's
Yep.
invest in some Papa John's.
Well, dude, here we go. You've heard it here first.
All right.
And don't steal our ideas, but you
But
can
we're
send us some
telling you
money.
anyway.
Send us some money, and you can be an investor.
Okay.
When California goes full legalized,
Okay.
like Colorado, we're pooling our cash.
Okay.
And we're buying like 20 Papa John's franchises.
Deal.
Done.
Done.
Yeah,
I
I'm
love
there.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
I love it.
End of episode.
End of episode. All right. All right. Well, that's enough for 1 week, I think.
I agree.
As it were. Well, thank
Yeah.
you guys so much for listening to another half-hour happy hour
Thank
with
you for
Alison and
emailing
Alex.
us.
Yeah, keep them coming.
Half hour happy hour fans at gmail.com.
Hey!
Yes.
She did it.
And regular fans, right? Not fans with a Z.
And regular fans, not
Yeah.
not like not Oakland Raiders fans.
Right. Nice. And follow us on Twitter at half hour happy HR. So like